Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back for another Transportation Tuesday on Adventures for Anyone. And somewhere in the middle of Manhattan is the biggest bus terminal I've ever seen, and it's the Port Authority Bus Terminal. Now, this can be accessed by wandering through that mega station there at Times Square and going towards the C, A, and E lines and then exiting that subway system to go into the Port Authority Bus Terminal. Now, how is this done? Well, Port Authority is over by the Hudson River. It's past Times Square and Hell's Kitchen. But you can catch that shuttle, walk across that station, and be right in there. Now, there are 3 Port Authorities. There's one in Journal Square in New Jersey, one up by the George Washington Bridge. But for today, we're going to wander on over to the one in Manhattan. And it is an amazing, amazing place. 8,000 buses a week is what goes through this station. 225,000 people a week take the bus to and from Port Authority. It's absolutely amazing. Now, can you catch a city bus inside this terminal? No. This is for transportation out of town. You've got Greyhound, you've got Peter Pan, Adirondack Coach, Lakeland, New Jersey Transit. All of these things can be caught here. And there are a couple of other charter buses that once in a while operate out of this place. Now, this is by far the world's busiest bus station, right here in Hell's Kitchen in Manhattan. And I'll tell you what, I got lost. I was wandering around this place. It's got over 200 slips for trains, or for buses, and then it's got extra platforms if they need more space. So there's that going on. That alone. You have information centers where they put up notices, or poetry as was going on because there were no real notices to go up. They keep you informed of the weather. There are 4 to 5 levels of this building. It's enormous, and you can catch buses on more than one level. Now, here's more what the boarding area looks like. This is one of the downstairs ones. I didn't stick around because it was crowded. People were busy, and I was not catching a bus. But just like any other travel that I advise you on, watch the signs, people. If you don't watch signs in a place like this, you will get completely and totally lost. As I said, you have multiple levels. You have renovations that have been going on for years here, and they're still working on it. Port Authority has really a checkered past. It was known as being dangerous, as being a hangout for ne'er-do-wells. A lot of crime was reported there, this kind of thing. They have been working on getting rid of this stigma for years, and they're doing a really good job. You can do your shopping in here. You've got Duane Reade, you've got Hudson News, you've got Dunkin' Donuts and Starbucks. You can stop by. There are walls of the ticket machines for the buses, and as you saw earlier, there are also customer care places to stop by and deal with people in person about your bus trip. Then you have a food court. They have a giant bowling alley and lounge. You can go bowling, folks. Bowling at Port Authority Bus Terminal. So there's just so much going on here. Pubs, bars, restaurants, snacks, shopping. The bear that traveled everywhere. It's an art gallery that's in the middle of Port Authority Bus Terminal. And as I said, every day, they're making this place better. I found it absolutely charming, even though I was pretty much lost the entire time I was in there. But as I said, you have multiple levels. You have pretty much anything you want. You don't have a serious restaurant, at least I did not find one. But if you're looking for snacks going on your way, you can even get a beer. There is an actual brewery tasting place in there. There's so many things. You can do your shopping. You can get macaroons. Macaroons are a thing in New York City. You're going to find them anywhere and everywhere. Grab one once in a while. They are so good. But at any rate, you have just a lot going on here. You can get your first 30 minutes of Wi-Fi for free. Now, they don't want to encourage people to hang out all day, so it's only free for 30 minutes, but there it is, you can use it. So there's a lot of passageways, there's a lot of escalators, elevators, businesses, snacks, drinks, and all kinds of things in this building. It is at the Broadway between 8th and 9th Avenue, something like 40th to 42nd Street. It's just off of Times Square, and you can catch buses pretty much to anywhere. So if you need to take a bus instead of a train, it's over here close to the Hudson River in Hell's Kitchen off Times Square. Once again, take the shuttle, walk across the Times Square to get there, or you can come in on other lines, but you can go anywhere from there. So thank you for coming along on this wild odyssey. As I said, I came in on the subway, which this is where you do that, and then you exit that subway system in. And I eventually left here next to, one of these lovely murals you see around New York, and I found myself at the entrance to Times Square. So there you go, folks. Port Authority. I am Terry. Thank you for joining me today on Adventures for Anyone, and join me again in the future, and like and subscribe if you like what you see here. And I can teach you where to go in the Northeast, how to have fun, and how to travel the way I do, which is as a budget traveler. Thank you again. Have a great day.